Hey, what's up, everybody, man? I'm back at it again. It's your girl Hustla, and I just want to get on her and encourage somebody, yo. Like, man, look, don't define who you are by who left you. I'm gonna break that down. Like, don't give up on you because somebody else gave up on you. Because they failed to see what type of good person you was and your worth and your value, man. That don't mean that you lack value. For real, you gotta understand, like, you gotta let some people go just so you can grow. And I know it may hurt, but you gonna get through it, and you can honestly get over this. And I want to help you get through it, and I want to teach you how. Because number one thing that God tells us to do when we in pain is seek Him. Even when we joyful, even when we happy. One of the number one things, even one of the first commandments, say, put God first. Don't put no other God before Jesus Christ. He is Lord. He is King. So give Him His rightful place in your life, and you can do that today. Number two, another thing God lets us know is He near to the brokenhearted. So if your heart hurt right now and you brokenhearted, God is closer to you than ever. He close to you. He near to you. He understand what you're going through. He feel your pain. And I'm speaking from a place of experience because I done been through a few heartbreaks. But I'm standing here today because I overcame. And when I overcame, God molded me and shifted me and developed me into a completely different person. To the point now when people walk out my life, man, I let them. Even though it may hurt, I still let him. Why? Because I remember where He brought me from, and I refuse to go back to that same mental place of feeling defeated and worthless and feeling like I wasn't worthy of love because you fail to see who I am. You fail to see what God see when He look at me. They don't got nothing to do with me. You feel me? I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to let you go out of love. But, man, one bad monkey don't stop no show. We got to keep going. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Seek God. Talk to God. Because in them times of me going through that heartbreak and that heartache, I was pouring my heart out to God. I was crying out to God. I was asking Him to take the pain out of my heart. Pretty much take the love out of my heart that I had for the person because the pain was so excruciating. I didn't want to feel it no more. But I'm happy I went through that. And I'm happy I felt that because I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have been able to develop into the person I am today. I'm not needy and dependent upon people. You can come, you can go. I'm going to let you. And to be honest, you can't even come for real. I don't even let too many people come in my life. I got like a little security board. It's like, you know, like when you go through like security and they got like the machine that be checking you. Like it's like a metal detector. Yeah, I got a spiritual detector. You got to get detected. I got to see what kind of demons you got before I let you in my space. Because I done been into some bad mental spaces from dealing with certain people. You see what I'm saying? So pour your heart out to God, cry out to God, but don't give up because it ain't over. Number three, you got to speak life into yourself. You got to encourage yourself. One thing I did, man, when I was going through heartbreaks, you see all these on the wall? All of them on the wall, them old. Them papers on the wall from years ago. But I had to write that. I had to remind myself of who I was and everything that I came from, everything that God had brought me from. I had to encourage myself. God had put it on my heart for me to encourage myself. I began to speak life into myself. I began to use the biblical law that it says in His word, I am more than a conqueror. I am an overcomer. I am a champion. You see, it says, there is life and death in the tongue. And those... What, man, let me pull it up. I ain't even finna try to remember. Hey, I got a straight computer behind me. Like, that's like my stand. I ain't finna edit this video either. I ain't even gonna cap, man. It says, Proverbs 18, verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. I understood that a few years back. I may be hurt now, but I'm going to speak life into myself so that I could reap the reward. And I did that. And I'm standing here today to tell you that it's life at the heartbreak. It's life at the heartache. So go ahead, you going to get through it. But you got to let them go. You got to stop stalking their page. You got to stop waiting on them to call you. You got to stop waiting on people to reach out to you and feel your pain and understand what you're going through. And you got to cry out to the one that does know what you're going through, that does care about what you're going through, because Jesus Christ said in His word, cast all your cares unto me. So cast all your cares unto Him, and you do that in prayer. By getting on your knees and letting them know, like, humble yourself. I used to be so prideful. I had to humble myself like, God, I'm hurt. I'm hurting, I need you. You got to be like that. God, I'm hurting. I'm hurting and I need you. And God gonna come through for you with the quickness. Why? Because he wants you to talk to him. He wants you to know that he with you. He wants you to know that he love you and he understand you and he care for you and he got a plan for your life. Your life not over just because they walked out. Your life not over just because things didn't work out. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't. God would tell you who for you and who against you. All the people I was in relationships with, I ain't had no business being in relationships with them. God told me from the jump, nope. I chose to talk to him. So me being disobedient brought my heartbreak. It brought me a heartbreak. But after experiencing that pain, after experiencing excruciating pain like that, it'll teach you how to be obedient. So this is just a lesson. You gonna get through it. God with you. God here for you. God see you, but he still got a plan for your life. And he still got work for you to do. So you gotta get through this. And you can't be so caught up on it. You gotta pick yourself up. You gotta speak life into yourself. You gotta encourage yourself. You got to encourage yourself. You got to love yourself through this. You got to write a vision for your life and for yourself and completely redefine yourself. Because now you see what type of person they are. You've learned something. You've gained the ability to identify demonic traits in certain people. So now when somebody else come into your life, they got them same manipulative tricks and traits. You could be able to spot it out without even blinking. And without even blinking, you'll be able to look at them like, oh, that's a manipulator. Oh, that's a liar. Oh, they trying to use me. Oh, that's game. Oh, they don't love me. You will be able to spot that. Why? Because you've been through it. You've experienced it. So take this lesson and run with it. Talk to God. Seek God. Let him tell you what you on this earth for. Write that vision down. Set them goals. Write down that plan of action. And let's get to it. You don't got time to be down forever. You may be down for the moment, but you're not out. Begin to work on yourself and pick yourself back up. This ain't the time to give up. For real. It ain't over for you. Like I said, man, my name Hustla. I love you, man. If you're going through a heartbreak, man, I love you because I understand. I understand what you're going through. Like, I've been there. Part of me still going through pain from, you know what I'm saying, individuals that might have walked away or left. But I ain't finna chase behind nobody. I did that before. And they ain't do nothing. They ain't do nothing but dog me out even more. When you chase behind people and they see that, they dog you out worse. And they gonna only do, a person only gonna do what you allow them to do. You tired of getting dogged out and mistreated, isolate yourself from around them. Cut them off and remove them from out your life. In peace, with all love. And you don't gotta make an announcement and let them know. You just shake the scenery, just leave. They'll figure it out when they realize you ain't chasing behind them and you ain't calling them all day no more. But you got to let them go. Don't worry about them because while they out here doing whatever they doing in the world, you growing. You growing closer to God. You becoming who God designs you to be. You building yourself up upon his word. And by the time they look up, dang, such and such don't rock with me no more. By the time they look up and see where you at, they going to be like, wow, they wasted all that time and all them years. Man, you going to be soaring in life. Nah, let people go that don't mean you no good. And if you need help letting a certain particular person go, it's a 50-50 chance, man, that you don't got a vision to focus on. See, it's so hard to let a certain person go, not only because of demonic soul ties. That's a completely different thing. You really do got to fast and pray to get rid of them demonic soul ties. That's a whole nother video. I'm actually dropped a link to a video in my bio to a dude that could really teach you, like, he could break down the scriptures and teach you how to, like, get rid of them soul ties for real. You get rid of that soul tie by fasting and praying, but he's just going to depth about, like, how it works in the spiritual realm. He cold with it, but you do got to fast and pray. And another thing is you need a vision, because one thing I remember is that when I was heartbroken, I just used to think about the person I was heartbroken over all day, every day, all day, every day. I used to think about him so much. To the point where, like, I couldn't even really focus straight. I couldn't even really too much focus. And that's because I didn't have a vision. But once I wrote down a vision and set me some goals and started working towards that, man, that person would reach out to me. I wouldn't even reach out back. That person would call, I wouldn't even answer. It got to the point I got tired of them. I just started blocking them. Why? Because I got focused. And that's what I want to help you do. I'm a life coach. I help people get focused on their purpose and what they supposed to be doing for the Lord. So if you need help overcoming this heartbreak that you going through, man, tap in with me. Click DM me saying help, or you can click the link in my bio and book you a one-on-one coaching call, one-on-one goal-setting coaching call with me. I can help you set some goals. I can help you write the vision, make it plain. Also, write out a step-by-step plan of action. And I'll even check in with you week by week to ensure that you on track with accomplishing them goals. I'm telling you, you start accomplishing them goals, working hard towards your goals and what God got for you, start getting focused, building your relationship with God, developing that intimacy with Him. Man, you ain't even going to be tripping off of whoever left. You're going to let them go. But letting go is a process. Writing a vision, making it plain, and working towards that vision is a part of that process. So that by the time you look up, you would have been and grown into a completely different person. So don't waste the pain that you feeling. You feeling a lot of pain right now, and you hurting and you going through a lot. Take all that pain and that anger and that anxiety and that frustration and maybe even that depression that you feel, and channel it into something else, man. Channel it into God and everything that He has for you. Give it to Jesus Christ, because He'll take all that pain, all that anger, all that frustration, all that depression, and He'll turn it around into something so beautiful. And you'll be like, dang, who would have known that God could take a mistake, or God could take a bad decision, or God could take my disobedience and turn it around into something that's beautiful, into a blessing in disguise. I turn it around into a situation. Now I'm in a better place and in a better predicament and in a better situation. Now I'm a completely better person. Let God help you grow through this, man. Grow through what you go through. You got a plan to grow. You got a plan to grow. If you want to, click the link in my bio, man. Click on my shop. That'll lead you directly to the goal setting coaching one-on-one that I got for you. Rock out with me.